more than 3,150 people have signed an online petition calling on the UK government to unfreeze state pension payments for nearly 500,000 retirees living abroad in a country that does not have a reciprocal agreement with Great Britain. Petition creator Robert Lloyd Crutchlow proposes that expats should have their state pension increased to the current payment rates and receive the annual uprating every April. He explained, "We believe the need for reciprocal social security agreements has long passed as other countries already pay their pensioners in the UK annual increases. We believe the freezing of UK citizens' pensions is discriminatory, unjust and immoral. People living overseas in retirement only receive an increase in line with the annual uprating through the triple lock policy where there is a legal requirement to do so. An example of this is where there is a reciprocal agreement between the UK and the country of residence." The latest figures from the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, show that in March 2022, there were around 480,000 people living overseas receiving state pension payments who do not get the annual increase, some 84%, 403,200, of those live in Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. During a recent House of Lords debate on the 75th anniversary of the Windrush generation in July, Lord Davis of Brixton raised the issue, pointing out the injustice of frozen state pensions. He explained how the policy is the arbitrary winners and losers approach to making increases in UK state pensions for those who choose to retire abroad. Lord Davis continued, "Recipients in some countries have increases each year in line with those granted to pensioners in the UK, but those in other countries, totaling 500,000, do not. Their pensions are frozen at the date they moved abroad and in real terms their state pension falls each year. The impact is substantial. Simplifying somewhat, the basic state pension is currently £156 a week, but over half of those with a frozen pension are receiving £65 a week or less. That is lost income each year of £5,000 or more." Referring specifically to those with a Windrush heritage, he explained that British pensioners in all but 2 Caribbean countries have frozen state pensions. He said, "Those in Barbados and Jamaica are the lucky ones, but there are 300 people with frozen pensions in Antigua and Barbuda, 1,300 in Trinidad and Tobago, 900 in Grenada, 800 in St. Lucia, and hundreds more spread across other Caribbean islands. The injustice of the policy is clear, but the government and past governments have hidden behind the need for so-called reciprocal agreement. We pay increases to our pensioners in countries only if it pays increases to its pensioners in the UK." Lord Davis also highlighted that for many years successive governments have consistently refused to negotiate any more such agreements, leading to the entirely arbitrary distinctions we see today. He concluded, "Members of the Windrush generation were invited to live and work in the UK to help run Britain, and they devoted their working lives to this country. It is manifestly wrong to punish them so severely simply because they have returned to their countries of birth for retirement." DWP estimated costs of uprating the state pension in frozen rate countries, 2023-24, £860 million, 2024-25, £940 million, 2025-26, £930 million, 2026-27, £930 million, 2027-28. £930 million. The total cost between now and 2028 would be nearly £4.6 billion. The Give 500,000 UK overseas state pensioners with frozen pensions parity petition is hosted on the Petitions Parliament website here. At 10,000 signatures of support, the UK government will respond to the proposal. The UK government has pledged to honour the triple lock guarantee for 2024-25. As it stands, the September Consumer Price Index (CPI) measure is 6.7% and earnings growth measure is 8.5% including employee bonuses, 7.8% excluding bonuses, which means another significant increase is on the way for those living in the UK, or countries with a reciprocal agreement. Estimated state pension payments from April 2024. The estimated calculations show the current annual rates for the full new and basic state pensions. The monthly payment calculated below refers to every 4 weeks. There are 13 payments made throughout the year. How much someone receives depends on the number of years' worth of national insurance contributions. Around 35 is needed for the full new state pension, but this may be more if you were contracted out. Find out more here. These estimations are based on the wages growth at 7.8%, excluding employee bonuses, and 8.5%, including employee bonuses. Figures have been rounded using the UK government's rounding policy. Current annual full new state pension, £10,600 weekly, £203.85 every 4-week pay period, £815. 47.8% up. Rating April 2024, £11,427, up £827, weekly, £219.75 every 4-week pay period, £879. 008.5% up. Rating April 2024, £11,502, up £902, weekly, £221.20 every 4-week pay period, £884. 80. Get the latest record money news. Join the conversation on our Money Saving Scotland Facebook group for energy and money saving tips, the latest benefits news, consumer help and advice on coping with the cost of living crisis. Sign up to our Record Money newsletter and get the top stories sent to your inbox daily from Monday to Friday, including a special cost of living edition on a Thursday. Sign up here. You can also follow us on X, formerly Twitter, at @recordmoney_ for regular updates throughout the day. Current annual full basic state pension, £8,122 weekly, £156.20 every 4-week pay period, £624. 87.8% up. Rating April 2024, £8,756, up £634, weekly, £168.40 every 4-week pay period, £673. 55.8% up. Rating April 2024, £8,814, up £692, weekly, £169.50 every 4-week pay period, £678. 00. Join the Daily Records WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages.